Good evening to the league and anyone else who may be watching. We just finished week 9. Today is election day, and more importantly, it is NFL trade deadline day and the first announcement of the college football playoff rankings as they stand. Very exciting day. Trade deadline, huge for me as a Commanders fan. We just got Marshawn Lattimore for like a third rounder, basically. Oh, baby, it's beautiful. Steelers this Sunday. We'll be there. Oh, it's exciting stuff. I'll talk more about that on Thursday. I got a lot to go over here. Crazy day today overall. Here's the current state of the league. So up top, me, Ish, and Cal. I think ESPN gives us all a 99% chance of making the playoffs. 7 wins is normally our barrier for entry for the playoffs. So us 3 and Clay are pretty close to safe. The entire rest of the league is within a game of each other. Everyone else is at 3-6 or 4-5. That's awesome. Literally anybody, any of the bottom 10 teams could be our big loser and or get the 5 seed. It's crazy. Let's get into some of the matchups. Very excited about what went on this week. So first matchup here. Makozy, surprise win. Brett surprise win. He was on a 3-game losing streak, started 3-2, fell to 3-5, eked out a close one here. This matchup was just mid. Olave died in the first quarter of that game, so he was a non-factor. The commies looked much better against Malik Neighbors this time. Makozy's team just doesn't have it. It's Saquon. That team's Saquon. Brett's team is still as mid as whatever, but T. Higgins didn't play. I don't think Brett put someone else in the starting lineup for him, but I might be wrong. I don't think it would have mattered. CeeDee Lamb is questionable, and now he's going to have either Cooper Rush or Trey Lance throwing to him. Mostert, whatever. Both these teams will probably be non-factors for the playoff run, but could be in it for biggest loser. So good win, Brett. Keeping yourself out of it a little bit. Wow. Clay putting on a clinic. He's excited about the election. His boys showed it. They played up for their coach here. 142. He was the highest scorer this week because Eshawn's a coward, but whatever. Jaden has become a top 3 fantasy quarterback immediately. Bijan is sweet. He's just awesome. And then you can't see it, but he has Kelsey and Otten. The 2 tight end stack on Monday Night Football went crazy. They had a combined 43. That stack is just going to probably keep him going unless he trades one of them, which he might need to do because Marv's just inconsistent as hell, and Calvin Ridley is ass. Briggs, I predicted you to win. That's unfortunate. You might want to trade some people. I know you offered me a trade. I haven't gotten to look at it yet. Because Jackson Smith and Jigba put up 37 on your bench. He was the highest scorer this week. On your bench, you started Josh Downs over him, which fair. He's been good. Running backs, I just don't think the Browns' offense is good enough for Nick Chubb to be viable. Unfortunately, Jerome Ford earlier in the season was not viable. I don't know if Nick Chubb is. I think that offense might just be bad. Bad week from Briggs. He slides back down to 3-6 after a 3-game winning streak. Welcome back to the bottom, bitch. Another real icky matchup here. Sutton this team is. This is my official loser pick. I think Sutton started 4-1. Now he's 4-5. It doesn't matter how many points Kamara puts up. If Kyler and McBride aren't playing good, CMC activated. So if he gets CMC back, he'll have the best running back room in the league, most likely, and he's got a shot at not being last, but it's ugly. Hayden, you didn't really deserve to win here. Your team's very mid, and I'm happy to say that. Hawkinson did not show up in his first game back, but whatever. Gross, not as gross. All right, I'm skipping over what I thought were some of the more notable matchups. We'll come back to them later. Getting some of these boring ones out of the way. Another just kind of stinker. Didn't score a lot. Kind of close. Maisha's team, I don't know. Both these teams are weird. Better week from Scott. Chuba Hubbard got a win and 21 points. Tyler Lockett has looked good, admittedly, while DK's out, but you'd still rather have DK. Scott, I'm happy you didn't get fucked by Puka getting kicked out of the game. That was such a soft ejection. Whatever. Maish, I don't know. Cortland Sutton had a beast game. Devonta had a beast game, but it just didn't matter. Hindsight, you probably should have picked up a better running back than Travion Williams. I'm not going to lie. I know Brian Robinson got waived. Actually, I don't really blame you. They ruled out Brian Robinson at like 12 that day. So, bad beat. Probably would have won if B-Rob plays. Go get him next week, little fella. All right. India versus Pakistan, and India comes out on top by a large margin. Pushan's kind of like Sutton, had an okay start, but this team has just fallen off a cliff. CJ Stroud is borderline droppable now in fantasy. Singletary is a legit backup on a bad football team. And even though Jefferson's absolutely insane and Ramondre got 2 touchdowns, this was never close. Garrett Wilson and the Jets caught their stride. Thanks to Diggs being out for the season, I donated a running back 1 to Rag. You're welcome. If you come in last in this league after I gave you an RB1 for nothing, I will shoot you in the head. TikTok, don't ban me. Eckler had a good game. Good spot start with B-Rob out. I don't know. A-Chain having Tua back is just such a big cheat code that if Garrett Wilson can keep playing well, Rag could be a legit team. If he gets to 5-5, I'll start the Rag contender narrative, but not quite there yet. Push on your ass. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God, I almost didn't talk about it. Jalen Waddle, holy shit, that was funny. He had 7 fantasy points on -4 yards because he had like a -30-yard play. God damn, the Dolphins are funny. Oh, man. Sorry, Push. So, yeah, here's one of the first fun matchups. Kamish versus Rob. Rob was our lowest score of the week. Sent us a beautiful video of him shotgunning a beer. Yeah, I don't know. I think Rob's team is good. I think it might be a good thing that he gets to get rid of Dak. Because, like, in your back of your head, you're like, I should start him in fantasy points. And he's been bad. Mixon and Gibbs were good. The rest of the team, A.J. Brown was bad, and now he might be injured. Laporta, bad. Alexander Madison, bad. Oh, yeah, this team shat the bed. Lad McConkey looked okay. Just if he a touchdown and he's got a 20-point game, and we're having a totally different conversation. For me, Josh Allen's been like an MVP level player. I told you, one of my running backs pops off every week. This week it was J.K. Dobbins. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Love that. And Jaden Reed is the complete opposite. Bunch of catches, bunch of yards, no touchdowns. My team's fun. My team is maybe not as good as I think my team is, but my team's fun, and I'm in second place overall. Let's go. Fuck you, Rob. Yeah, here was the marquee matchup of the week. Ish takes it home easily. He took out DeAndre Hopkins and Kareem Hunt, who combined for damn near 45, 50 points. He would have been the highest scorer by far, one of the highest of the season so far. But he's a coward and didn't play any of them. Ish, you're in first, but at what cost? You absolute vagina. Cal, your team's still good. I mean, you lost on a 27-point Chase Brown game. You'll be fine. If any of your other boys show up, this is a game. You better pray Drake London's hip is okay, though. Fun matchup here between the boys. Both you guys are in the playoffs basically already. Like, one more win and you're guaranteed in, so didn't really matter that much. But it's cool to see Ish up top as a historically horrible fantasy player. And yeah, here's how we did. Went 3-4 this week. Got my matchup right. Got Hayden over Sutton and Rag over Pushan. I need to get back to the fundamentals. I was picking too many upsets, trying to get cute with it. That's not my game. You got to pick them straight. Got to pick the good ones. Yeah, so I'll be back Thursday for predictions for this week. It's going to be exciting. Commie Steelers. I think I'm playing Rag. A lot of good matchups. A lot of fun in the league. And the league has never had this much parity. Normally, at this point in the year, someone would have like 1 win or something. Not this year. This year, we're legit. Let's get it. See you guys Thursday.